Check. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining today. Good morning again. Thank you for your time. And today's course is SSM VMS, and I hope you can hear me very well. If not, please send me a chat or a Q&A note. I'll see what I can do. If everything is fine, let's proceed. Okay. So today we are focusing on SSM VMS. What is SSM? Smart Security Manager. S stands for smart, S the next S is for security, and then M is for manager. And that's the name of our video management platform or video management system referred as VMS. Okay. Now looking at our VMS, the overall architecture can look like this. It may be simple or it may be as exactly as shown in this drawing. Now, the fundamental part of any CCTV system starts with the camera. You can follow my mouse on the screen. So, first starts with the cameras. The cameras are being recorded on recording servers. All right. This is where SSM lies. SSM lies on the recording platform. Okay, this is the management section. This is where the SSM lies. And then um, you can say SSM part 2 lies on the clients. The viewing consoles also have SSM software running. Now, SSM VMS comes in two parts, the management application and the client application. So when you're have recording on the cameras are recording on the servers, you will install the management and recording application. Both is one only. There's no separate management recording as one single software. Both will be added. Both functionality will be done in this each of the servers. Okay, the first one will do both recording and management, as well as the second one will do recording and management. Okay, now each server they have a capacity. Now here in the drawing you are only seeing two camera, but each can handle 128 cameras. So roughly when you have two servers, you have 128 into 2, 256 camera capacity. Some type of servers we have a special service where each server can go even 200 plus cameras, up to 300 360 cameras are also available. That is special models, we have that, and I will show it to you today. Okay, so now to summarize, cameras recording on the servers. In the server we install SSM management and recording application. Then we have viewing clients, the operators, the control room operators. They look for live video, what's going on in the reception, what's going on at the back end, drop off area, car park area. So they will monitor on the screens here. For monitoring on the screens, they will use SSM client application or client console application. Okay, now that same application you can use a Windows PC, a laptop, or you can use a mobile phone to view the live video. You can also play back. If some incident occurred, you can play back, you can export, right? You can basically view what's going on in your system from these clients. Okay, now SSM, you can make it a bit more complicated, or I would say, depending on the project, more features you can add. For example, if you have a control room operators, you are installing SSM client, that's okay. SSM, you can add additionally video wall application. What is video wall? Now, some sites, some large projects, um, they will have control room with a array of monitors on the wall. It will be mounted on the wall, and these monitors will be showing around, each monitor will show around 25 to 30 cameras, and they will be on continuous display, right? If you see some movies, control rooms, you see these kind of video wall concept. SSM offers the video wall solution as a software also. So, which means you can buy additional workstations or PCs, install SSM video wall application, and then display these monitors, cameras on these monitors. And how is this different from the client? How is this different from the operator client? The difference is the video wall PCs are unmanned. You don't need someone to sit in front of these PCs. These monitors can be remotely controlled by the client operators, right? Or these workstation PCs, the guy sitting with the keyboard and mouse, they can remotely control the video. These are unmanned monitors. These are manned monitors. You have somebody sitting in front of the PC. Okay, so that is one. Then you can even extend the SSM functionality to integrate with third party systems. You have a CCTV system, this is CCTV, but if you have third party like access control system, intercom system, you can bring access control data into CCTV. Why would you need to bring that? For example, if someone swipes the access control card, tries to enter the office, but it got access is not opening. So he will call the control room operator. The control room operator will check in his video which camera is looking at the door, who is the person, which card number, why he is not able to enter. Then remotely from the control room, he will click a button and unlock the door. So this is again from VMS CCTV application. He will right click on the door and say unlock, right? So this functionality is available with integration. Why do you need to do integration? Because you need only one operator to manage both access control and CCTV in one PC. You don't need to purchase or have two people, one for CCTV, one for access control. All these events, occurrence, day-to-day events, who opened the door, who closed the door, manually open the door, manually lock. If someone spoke, open the intercom to speak to someone, the control room person can also hear what's going on, see what's happening. If he's asking for help, or even some residents, you can open the door from intercom also. So most commonly done day-to-day operators functionalities you can achieve in one PC itself by integrating third-party systems into CCTV. Okay, their events come inside CCTV. Okay, now when they integrate, it's not it's there is also sometimes people get confused. Okay, access control is integrated, so I can completely control the access control system. Not really. We cannot replace a third party system. For example, maybe this access control has 1,000 functions, but the operator requires maybe 10 functions. So we will integrate only 10 functions. If you need some additional advanced function, you have to go to the access control PC and change. Maybe once a week he will go and check some details, take some report. Then day to day he will sit on the CCTV PC. Okay, so that's why integration is useful, because for day-to-day operations, one operator can manage or look at both events from access control, intercom, or even CCTV. Any questions up to this point? Okay. Now our video management system, and because it is involved in security, so usually police and law regulations also get involved for such large projects. So if you take the case of Dubai, United Arab Emirates, these video management system should be approved by the local police, that okay, it is complying with our feature requirements. So our VMS is compliant with Dubai police, and you can say check it on their website. Also, we have a reference here. It's called Video Guard approved. All right. Uh, Now, just want to remind you that after this training, we will send you a exam link. So make sure you attend closely, and only after attending the exam we can issue the certificate. Your attendance alone will not be sufficient. Okay. Next is let's see closer into this VMS once again. Recording application, client application. So SSM comes in two components: recording application, client application. Then you have add-on, optional additional features, video wall, and integration. Integration is referred as transaction service. Okay. Now this is add-on. Add-on means it may require additional licenses. Okay. Done. Now another point about SSM is traditional video management system. Traditional means many older generation video management systems. They are little bit complicated. They require multiple servers for every function. A video management require database, require recording management, failover management. All of these require separate servers before. But today, our software combines everything in one. So you don't have to invest in more servers. Okay, done. So if you need a failover, all you have to do is buy one more server. So if if server 1 fails, all the data will transfer to server 2. Recording will start from server 2. All the database is already copied in server 2. It is always copied. So we call this feature cluster and domain. So for example, if you have server 1, server 2, server 3, and server 4, okay, if you add if server okay, if you 1, 2, 3, and 4, all the servers have a common database. All the servers have a common database. If you had another new server, if you add another new server, whatever camera details recorded, server 1 has 50 cameras, whatever data about that camera except the recording, every other data will be copied to new servers. Okay. Now if you want failover, that will be done if you add just whatever cameras are recording here will transfer to the failover server. I think there is some issue with the sound because our office Wi-Fi, there is a maintenance going on. Let me switch to my mobile phone spot. Just a second. One second. Okay, done. So I've changed my internet. Okay. All right, so I was talking about the SSM, and there are two components in SSM: recording component and the client application component. Additional, you can expand your video management with optional features like video wall. It is also referred as video matrix. You can also expand with integration with third-party systems. We call it transaction service. Okay, simply it is integration with access control or third-party system. We call it as transaction. Now, when you buy these additional functions, you may incur a separate license. Okay, now next. Video wall, okay, that aside, now SSM, single recording server with clustering. Now, what is the purpose of this statement? It's a single unit. Traditional video management system requires separate database, separate recording, maybe some will require management. Okay, another require high availability, separate failover servers. Each will manage one function. But today, one server includes database, it includes recording management, it includes whatever management is required, it includes failover also. It is all in one server. So it is beneficial, you don't have to spend more. Before VMS used to be expensive, it used to be like an enterprise. Now it's much more affordable, even for smaller projects. Okay, next point, our VMS server, how it does failover, how it does management is, if you have one, two, three, four servers in a project, all four will have the same database. Okay, device information is also referred as database. What is database? Events, camera, IP addresses, passwords, um, um, maybe recording settings, all this kind of information, it will be shared across all the servers. Okay, now recording data, the actual recording will, let's say this server, first server has 50 cameras, actual recording will only be saved here, but where the recording where is, which cameras are recording here, that data, database data is saved across all the servers. Now for example, if I add three servers and the fourth one I add it as a failover. What is failover? If any one of the servers fail, someone has to take over, right? That is failover. So if my fourth server is a failover and if my first one died, all the 50 cameras here will start recording on my failover server. This functionality is also there built in. You don't have to buy separate failover application. You don't have to buy any separate failover licenses or so on. You have to buy just camera server with built-in license or camera license, but there's no separate function license. There is no separate database application license. There is no separate management license. We don't have that concept. It's you install the software. If you're recording, you have to pay camera license. If you buy Hanwa server, you don't have to pay even camera license. So I will come to that later on. Right now, just remember, SSM is all-in-one server application. It has built-in PostGRE SQL. It has built-in recording management. What is recording management? It will know which camera is recording and which hard disk, how many days it is recording, what event it is recording, whether some incident happened, so it is recording there. So all the details about recording is also kept here. Then if ever you buy a spare server and you put as failover, so the failover is also in the same system. So if the first one fails, the second one, all the recording will start on the second one. Okay, regarding failover, let's see project example later on, so you will understand better. Right now, just remember, it is all in one and it supports failover functionality. Okay, each server supports 128 cameras, up to 512 recording throughput, only for recording. Live view separate 400, then playback is another 100, so it's all separate. So if you're recording a 4K camera, and it require 5 Mbps, you can put around 110 cameras. If you're recording 2 megapixel camera, it takes only 2 Mbps, you can easily go 128 cameras. Okay, we have a newer model which supports 700 Mbps. We will see that in the coming slides. Okay, then okay, all this is fine. Okay, rest of this we will see as we move forward. Okay, done. Now what you see here is a live SSM interface. So SSM PC, I am now logged into the SSM client. This is my client interface, and I can see one camera if I want, or I can see multiple cameras if I want. I can change the layout here, 3 by 3, so I can see multiple cameras at a time, or I can change the layout to 5 by 5. I can see further more cameras as I like. Okay, then you can also go to, I think, let's see. Okay, now next is this is the typical camera layout. At the bottom, you have the playback function. So if the server is recording, you can click on playback and see what was the incidents that occurred. So who was the somebody came at 7 o'clock, somebody came at 8 o'clock, all that incidents you can check. Okay, so this is your playback system. You have option to export video. You can export this camera from so and so time to so and so time with a normal video format or a private video format. You can put some password, so not everybody can, whoever has access to the video file cannot open it without the password. You can put that, secure it. Okay, then you can check how much storage is required to export, 0.2 GB. Done. So this is one way of exporting the video. Then on the right side you can see events. Whenever any incident occurred, you can check the events. So if something moved, somebody walked in, it will be detected as an event. All these events will come on the right side. On the left side, my cameras are listed as one big group. Okay, so these cameras are listed here. Now I can group them as, for example, let's say I can group it as site Abu Dhabi cameras, Dubai cameras, the Saudi office cameras. I can group it or I can see it as full one by one list, straight away list. I have options to do this. Next, I also have options for mapping interface. For example, I can put a map here and it will show me the overall map, and then my office is located here. When I click on this, maybe I have multiple office, wherever I click, and then I can show my office, and I can click here, I can get the video, which camera is looking at this area, which camera is looking at this area, which camera is looking at this area. So I can pull out the video from here as well. Okay, next is I can predefine the layouts. For example, let's say uh, I want to know all the entrance cameras. Just click on this predefined layouts. Automatically, it will pull out the cameras which is already saved in this mode. So it is easier that way. You don't have to memorize which camera name is which area. You can just put all entrance camera, all pantry camera, all outdoor cameras. You can just make a group and directly pull. We call these as layouts. Map is different, map layout. This is called video layout, camera layouts. Okay. Now next, you can look for events in the VMS. You can search today, show me all the events that occurred today, and you can filter the event, show me all the video offline event, who logged in, any issues in the server, all that, server offline, power supply. You can look for those events. You can filter them. Then you have option to do advanced search. What is advanced search is if you want to figure out an incident, you can drag and drop the camera, and you can say, okay, show me who, let's say, no, Sunday was not here. Okay, let's say I'm changing to Sunday. Think- Show me all the events that occurred in this room on Sunday. So at around 11, nothing much. Okay, so yeah, somebody came at 2:20. So you can see those events. You can directly go to that specific events. You don't have to go and play back every single time. You can directly jump to those specific events. Okay, so it helps for quickly searching incidents and events as required. Okay, next we have a function called dashboard. In the dashboard, you have an overview of whatever events occur in your system. How many cameras are connected, how many servers are connected, how many NVRs are connected, how many, cameras are offline. So one camera is disconnected. How is the hard disk status? How is the RAM status? You get this idea over a simple dashboard. Okay. Then of course you can control video wall. You can uh, you can control video wall from here if you have video wall function. You can speak to the camera, listen from the camera. You can trigger pop-up, which means if some incident occurred, you have the option to say show instant pop-up. For example, when we go to configuration, event, event action, create. Okay, so he can click on this. Okay, just a second. You can click on this event and create an event. You can say camera. If any person detected or any car detected, I need action. I want this camera to pop up, instantly pop up, or I want this camera to start recording, or I want this camera to I want to receive an email. I want to play a sound. I want a push notification on my mobile phone, right? So this functionality you can do scripting. Event trigger, what triggered the event, what action to take place. Pop-up means just like your advertisement pop-up, you'll get a pop-up with the camera view showing the live video or the playback video. You will see. Okay, now this is one. Next is you have option to add here. This is my server. I have all the cameras added here. They are all recording. I can make many changes. I can say which resolution to record, what days to record. So currently I put all cameras should only record for 3 days and not more than that. I can customize, I can change the number of days to record for each number of camera. I can tell the camera to record before events, after the event. I can tell the camera to which hard disk to record. I can customize that. Okay, and yeah, I can put recording schedule, record during daytime, record during nighttime, record only on motion during nighttime. So these kind of functionalities you can add to your system. Okay, as you please, as you like, you can customize your recording setup in your software. In my server now, I have added cameras. I have added some cameras here. If I don't like some, I can just delete. I can select these cameras and delete it. delete. If I want to add a camera, click here and click add camera, and you can choose to add Wisenet camera or on-with camera, third-party cameras. We can also support um, DDNS. If you want to add camera over DDNS or NVR over DDNS, you can also add. Okay. Now, SSM is very different compared to other VMS. Other VMSs, they do not support adding our NVR. Of course, you can add camera, you can record, but we also have video recorders. We have this NVRs, right? What is NVR? Video recorders. We saw in the previous session, network video recorders. You can also add NVR. So when you add an NVR, whatever cameras are under the NVR will get added. And when you use NVR, SSM is also free. No need to pay for license if you're using NVR. So some projects, they prefer this method. They will buy our 64 channel NVR or 100 channel NVR or 2 times 64 channel NVR. They will add it to SSM and they don't have to pay any licenses to use the full VMS. Whatever features you saw, they don't have any limitations to use it. Okay, done. How to do failover? Very simple. So you have your failover. If you want, add one more server, go to domain, select server so and so, enter the password of the second server, and you just add it. Okay, so we have to do some checks. Both should be running on same version. Both should be, um, you can say, time should be syncing. Couple of things we need to check. Then you can cluster it. Okay, when you add one more server, what you do is go back and say tick failover. That's it. Done. This is how you simply activate failover. And you can say if any failover occurred, which camera should get transferred first. You can put priority. I have some key cameras. I will say your high priority. So you failover first, then the second one. Some cameras, if not priority, you can switch off failover. Okay. All right. Now let's go back to theory. So when you use SSM VMS, there are two things that you can have. First one is you can have SSM VMS, um, and you can add our cameras, or you can have SSM VMS and you can add our NVR. Both options are available. Let me just pull out the correct slide so you can understand better. Okay, look at my screen. So you have your VMS, you have cameras, NVR recorders, and you can add all these NVRs into SSM VMS. Just like if you remember, just a few seconds back, I have my SSM. I go to the configuration. I have two options. I can add NVR, PRN, XRN, QRN. These are NVRs, 32 channel, 64 channel, or I can add cameras. Cameras directly, I can add cameras. If I add cameras, I have to record on the server. If I add NVR, recording is already being done on the NVR. I don't have to manage any recording. Recording is already done here. Okay, so both can be added to VMS. If you add NVR, you can add it to the SSM, or you can directly add cameras to the SSM VMS. All these cameras can be directly added. In this case, you will record on the server. In the previous case, there are recordings on the NVR, but you can still use the VMS to manage all the live view, playback, export, and so on. Okay. Now, next point is SSM is free if you use our NVR. Okay. If you're not having NVRs, if you're not having any NVR here, then if you have 6 cameras or 12 cameras, you have to pay license for 12 cameras. Okay, that also there is an option to make it free. I will come to that now. Okay, how many cameras you can add? All that we will see very shortly. Just hold on, I'll explain that shortly. If you're using NVR, what is this NVR? Once again, NVR is these models, right? XRN, where is that? XRN 6410. These are ending with N. These are NVR, 64 channel NVR, 16 channel, 8 channel. If you use these NVRs, you can connect to one server 3000 cameras. So if you're using our NVRs, one server can handle up to 3000 cameras. So look at this number on my screen. So one server can handle up to 3000 cameras. If you have 6000, one more server you add, SSM, and you can add 3000 cameras, but through the NVR. Okay, don't forget this if you're adding it, because recording is happening in the NVR, the server is not having too much load. However, if you do the other method, what is the other method? If you're directly recording on the cameras, so for example, cameras are being directly recorded on the server, no NVR in between. In this case, you can only record 128 cameras per server. Okay, now 128 cameras per server. If you have to, again, in this case we pay licenses for it. However, if you want to avoid license, you can buy Hanwha server itself. we, this is not XRN, this is XRP, letter P. P means server based with SSM pre-installed and pre-licensed. So if you buy XRP 4310, it has 128 channel licenses already pre-installed. So you can buy this, add 128 cameras, no need to worry about any license. There is another model called PRP. This is also 128 channel. What is the difference? This one have a slightly higher throughput for recording, 520 Mbps throughput. So you can record more high resolution cameras. But generally speaking, most of our projects, 400 Mbps itself more than enough. But this guy supports 520. Then we have a newer model, PRO. Okay, PRO. This one supports 360 cameras recording. Okay, each server you can directly record. You can see how many hard disks are available, 1 to 16, and each of them can go, I think, 16 terabyte. So you can get 300 plus terabytes, I think 16 or 18. So need to double check that on the hard disk list. And then you can record around 360 cameras. Okay, so three uh, three options are available for you. First option is you can use basic NVR. Why you need to use basic NVR? Okay, why do you have to purchase NVRs like this, PRN 64 channel? If your project is very small, only 100 camera, 200 camera, and you don't need big servers, you can buy NVR and use VMS. Okay, so take an example. Let's say this example is big. Okay, let's say you have 900 cameras and the customer purchased 64 channel NVR, 14 numbers. Okay, 900 by 64, 14 numbers of 64 channel NVR he already purchased for recording. Now he wants to have a VMS solution. Okay, he will buy one management PC, SSM management PC. He will purchase, and each PC can handle up to 3000 cameras, right? So he will add all the 14 NVRs in this management PC. Done. That there are two operators, two control room operators, and they want to view the cameras. Here he will install SSM client. Okay, just a second. SSM VMS option 1, when you have NVR 64 channel models. Okay, or second option, you have pre-installed SSM servers, or you will buy third option, third party servers, HP or Dell third party recording servers. Okay, there are three options to have a system. If you buy NVR, for example, I have around 200 camera project, and 200 divided by 64, I need 4 NVRs, 64 channel. Okay, now I want a VMS. I want to centralize my viewing experience. Okay, I have only one operator PC and he has to see all the camera in his PC. Okay, so in this case you have to centralize. So you will buy one PC and install SSM and SSM management application. Okay, then there is one operator. So in the operator, for him also buy one more PC with SSM client. That's it. Your system is completed for your VMS. And any licenses? No licenses required. For the PC also, or for the management, nothing. Overall, there is no licenses required. Okay, now pre-installed. What is this pre-installed and what is NVR? NVR is any recorder ending with XRN, PRN, QRN. These are NVRs. Okay. Then servers. What is servers? Servers are Windows based XRP, PRP, PRO. These are servers. Okay, so let's say I have 500 cameras and I am selecting XRP 4310, which is 128 channel. 128 channel. So how many servers do I need? Around 4. 4 XRP servers required. Now here I need only 4 for 500 camera. Option 1, I need 4 NVR for 200 camera. Why? Because each NVR maximum is 64 channel. Okay, so when you have each NVR maximum 64 channel, small project is okay, but when you go larger, it is better to go with high density recorders. Next is here, let's say because 500 cameras, there are two operator PC, control room PCs, no problem. Buy two PC, uh, buy two PC with SSM client, and any license, no licenses here also. Why? Because XRP servers are pre-licensed. Okay, we will write it at the bottom. XRP, PRP, PRO servers are all pre-licensed. Okay, what's the difference between XRP? XRP is 128 channel, 400 Mbps recording throughput, only recording. PRP is 5000 is 520 Mbps, same thing, 128 channel. Then PRO is 360 channel, okay, 720 Mbps. So all these slides anyway I will be sharing with you. You don't have to memorize now, just for your reference. So these are pre-installed SSM servers, pre-licensed SSM servers. Okay, done. And there is no licenses required in this case. Even for client PC, no license. In any case, there is no license for client PC. Excuse me. Next is, if the customer says, I have 500 cameras from Hanwha or third party. Now I want to use recording servers from HP. Maybe I like their server, I have a better price or I have a good deal. I'll buy from HP. Just supply SSM VMS software. I will install it on HP. Of course, we will not give it for free here. We will say, okay, for 500 camera, pay 500 camera licenses. Okay. Now here, maximum you can give per server maximum is 128 channels only. So you need 4 servers again with 125 channels each. License by licenses in this case. Okay, but what about PC? If there are two operator PCs, buy two PC to SSM client. SSM client, no license. It is free. Client application is free anyway. All three scenarios, client application is free to use. Okay, only when you are recording, you have to check. If you're recording on a Hanwha server, NVR, no license. Hanwha server, no license. Third party server, if you record, you can record, but you have to pay for every camera license. Okay, camera recording license. That's the correct word. Okay, now this recording license, we have a model number options. Sometimes customers buy one camera license, two camera, or they can buy bundle license. Here, one channel, four channel, eight channel, 32, 64, and up to 128 bundle. So you can buy as a bundle to save some cost. All right. Now let's see the spec. SSM server, you have to give at least any scenario. Okay, whatever scenario, each SSM server. If you buy from Hanwha recording server, you don't have to worry. If you buy HP, i7 16 GB RAM minimum for the recording server, up to 128 camera. Then console client, the client PC in all the scenarios, minimum i7 16 GB RAM, and every two monitors give 2 GB graphics card. So if you have operator PC with two monitors, i7 16 GB RAM with 2 GB graphics card. Maximum we support 4 monitor per PC. So if you have 6 monitors, you need to buy two PCs each with 3 monitors. If you have 10 monitor requirement, you have to buy 10 by 4. You have to buy at least 3 PCs. First PC 3 monitors, second PC maybe 4, third PC 4, so like that, or 3. So maximum per PC 4 monitors, and every monitor you need 1 GB graphics card. If you have 4 monitors, you need 4 GB graphics card and i7 16 GB RAM. Okay, now the server application, it is flexible. You can install the server on server operating system or even on Windows 11. So if you have a small project, maybe only 100 camera to NVR, you can install both server and the client in the same PC, because client Windows 11, server also supports Windows 11. So if you have a very small project and you want SSM, you can install both in the same PC also, no problem. But if you have more than 128 cameras, we recommend that you split the application. By keep one PCs, you can even use a PC, no problem. Even 3000 cameras you can add via NVR, no problem. One SSM PC with 16 GB RAM, i7, Windows 11. Okay, all the client PCs you can give separate as per the spec. Okay, now how to revise what we learned. Let's look at this diagram. I have here 1500 cameras. 1500 cameras, but they're recording on NBR. Okay, imagine this person has got different branch offices. Okay, and each branch 60 camera, so around 100 branches, so whatever, so he's got total 1500 some cameras. Okay, now how to centralize? So in order to centralize, you will buy one SSM server PC. Okay, each PC can handle 1500 cameras because recording is on NVR. Okay, maximum how much it can handle? 3000. Maximum it can handle 3000 each one. So because it's recording on XRN, PRN, NVR, maximum 3000. So one is enough. So if he has 3000, still one is enough. Okay, you can have 20 client PCs, no problem. 9,000 cameras, 3 servers are required. Okay. Now let's take another example where the recording is not on the NVR but directly on the server. For example, I have 16 cameras. Let's take another example. Let's say I have 256 cameras. 256 camera. Okay. But there's no NVR in between. The recording is on the server itself. Okay. In this case, each can handle 128 cameras. So I need two HP servers with i7 16 GB RAM and install 128 channel bundle license on each. Total, I will be purchasing 256 license. If you're buying XRP, PRP, you can forget about the license. It's already pre-licensed. Okay. But remember, I need two servers just for 256 because there's no NVR in between. All right. So now let's see how to do failover. Let's have the scenario where you have camera NVR. Okay. Now I have so many NVRs. I have installed one SSM server. All the NVRs are getting added here. Okay, done. What if the SSM server failed? What if the SSM server failed? The client PC will stop receiving live video, cannot do playback. Everything is disconnected. So this is a point of failure. So what you do, you can buy one more PC. Okay, buy one more PC and just tick box the failover function in both. So or not here, just here you tick box the failover function. So what happens when the server failed? All the NVRs will get transferred to second server. All the 6 NVRs will go to the second server. Okay, done. Okay, now let's repeat this point. If your cameras are recording on NVR and you want failover functionality, okay, you want failover functionality, you can use another server. Because you're purchasing NVR, again, failover is also free. You don't have to pay any licenses. Only thing, you buy a PC with the i7 16 GB RAM. That's it. You don't have to pay any extra camera license. Okay, what about when you don't have NVR and you're recording on this server? Again, you can do buy one more standby server, do failover. If you're buying XRP, PRP, PRO, Hanwha recording servers, PRO, sorry, then no need to pay license. But if you're buying HP or Dell, you have to pay for, if you have 128 cameras recording, you will buy additional 128 camera license for failover. Okay. If you have two failover servers, you'll buy for each. That we will see later anyway. So basically the point here is if you use third party for recording, you have to buy for recording also license, for failover also you have to buy license. How can select third party server when recording on it? Question: how can I select third party server when recording on it? I mean bandwidth and storage. Okay, the simple way is what we try to inform you is if you're buying a third party server, okay, what we have tested is just copy the same spec of our server. Our spec is using actually Xeon E31275. If you open the datasheet of XRP, where is that XRP? If you open the datasheet of this XRP or even PRP, whatever spec is there, just copy the same spec and you can achieve 128 cameras. And but you just pay that extra license, camera license. That's it. So this is and same throughput you can achieve. This is how we are assisting if you are using a third-party server. So minimum is i7 16 GB RAM. You to get 520 Mbps throughput with few hard disks. Okay, so ideal way is just refer the same spec and try to copy the same spec. You should get the same throughput. Okay, now best another example. Okay, so let's do one example here. I have 900 cameras and I have purchased XRP 4310128 channel. 8 numbers are required. If I need failover, according to the spec, it says if any one of 8 fails, I need a standby. So I will buy one standby server. So it will monitor all the 8. If any one of the 8 fails, it will take over the recording. Okay, it's called N+1 failover. All right, in the control room, I have operator, 2 supervisor operators. All right, and so for them, and they have let's say 2 monitors. I'll buy i7 16 GB, 2 GB graphics card with Windows 11. That's it. Server, it's already from Hanwha, so I don't have to worry. XRP directly by the same model number. Okay, if you're using PRO 360 camera license, I need only 3 servers for 1000 cameras. It's already pre-licensed. Okay, then operator PC, there are 3 operator PCs. So I will buy 3 PCs, i7 16 GB RAM with 2 monitors each, 2 GB graphics card. Okay, done. Okay, now when you buy Hanwha servers like these, PRP, XRP, and so on, you have to go to our website and find the suitable hard disk. So you go to hanwhavision.com, Hanwha Security, go to Hanwha Vision, go to support, data center, HDD compatibility. Again, go to the website first, hanwhavision.com, support, data center, HDD compatibility. Then download this compatible list, open it up, and press Control F, type your XRP or PRO. Let's say PRO I'm using. Type PRO. So, okay, it is PRO-7. Okay, go next. So here you can see PRO 7310 supports Western Digital 18 terabyte. So I can use that. Then if I use XRP server, recording servers, 12 terabyte maximum from Seagate or Western Digital, both will be listed. You can use that. Okay. So you have to buy the hard disk locally in this case. Now we will take a short break and then we'll come back and do video wall and how to do integration license as well. Let's take a short break. We should be done in another 30 to 40 minutes maximum. Okay, so let me turn on the timer. Okay, see you soon. Okay, let's continue. Okay, I'm going to revise what we have learned so far by looking at the interface. Now you can relate to what we learned. Okay, uh, start with the desktop. In this PC, I have installed two applications, both management and client application. The management application is called SSM Service Manager. You can see here SSM Service Manager, and the client application is called SSM Console. Okay, the management application is responsible for managing. If you add NVR, manages NVR. If you add cameras, it manages camera and the recording. Okay, how do you know? When you double click, it shows you it has three applications running: database called System Manager, media server, or recording management. We use different words for it, but the function of System Manager is its database. The function of media server is managing live view recording. Both are running here. Okay, done. Sun API, this is our integration server, but we will see that later on. Okay, now right now I'm on this Windows PC, right? So this is Windows PC. Okay, and this particular PC is XRP server, already pre-licensed. Okay, how do I know this? I will log in to the console, but instead of login as an operator, I log in as an administrator. Okay, if I log in as an administrator, I can have access to this backend side. When I click on system license, so when I click on my server, it will show it is XRP 4110B2. Okay, I have bought the smaller version of XRP which supports 36 licenses already pre-installed and pre-licensed. Okay, and it doesn't expire. Licenses don't expire if you buy these kind of servers. Even if you buy third-party server and you buy a license, it's all one time. There's no recurring license fees. Okay, now I have now logged in as an admin. So here on this particular server, I can go and register. Right now, already some cameras are recording. I can add more cameras to record. Click on register camera. I can add a Hanwha camera, or I can add any third-party camera. Put the username and password of the camera, and you can record. Setting wrong password. Okay, let me try that again. Okay, should be done now. So I have registered two cameras. Okay, okay, I will come to that point, Peter, just a second. Okay, so here I have added two more cameras. Now these two cameras are at the end. Okay, it's here. I can check where it is recording. Go to the server, click on the uh, disk, and check the recording setting. This all you don't have to learn now, but basically the idea is, okay, this is how you configure. Okay, which hard disk? I will check whether all the cameras are recording on this hard disk. Okay, they're recording. And when I go back to the server, I can see here I have 36 licenses. I have already used 18 licenses. Done. Okay. Then I can manage. It's all recording unlimited days. I can say don't record full time. Just record maybe for 30 days, 90 days. After that, it will auto delete. So I am able to manage. Now, whatever cameras I added, I can go to the monitoring tab. I can monitor these cameras. I can drag and drop. Uh, I can drag and drop these cameras and I can monitor them. Okay. All right. So that's the whole idea of this SSM. Then I go back to configuration. Let's say Right now I purchased XRP, right? It's already a Windows PC, so no need to buy any additional management PC. It's already built in. Okay, so don't have to buy any additional management PC if you're already purchasing XRP or PRP. Now I have a scenario where customer has already purchased NVR, XRN, PRN, NVRs. NVRs are Linux based. Okay, these are also affordable recorders. Okay, in SSM, for example, let's say I delete this 202. I delete. I will click add. I can add an NVR. I think the password is changed. 1 second. Okay, I have added the NVR. Now, even after adding the NVR, previously 18 licenses were used, still 18 only. Even if I add the NVR and it 3 more cameras are added, it will not consume any license. That's why when you use SSM system, you buy a normal PC, put SSM on it, and then if you add NVRs, it doesn't take license. Okay. Now, I know for some of you it's a bit confusing. We'll see how we can get that sorted with some examples. Okay, now let's revise this point. Customer wants to buy SSM. Okay, customers already purchased 200 cameras, 4 NVRs, 64 channel XR and NVR. He has already purchased. Okay, these N, letter N, these represent Linux based NVRs. Okay, these are Linux based. Okay, now for why does he have to buy SSM in this case? There are two reasons. One, he has only one operator PC. Okay, one PC cannot connect to all 4 NVR. In order to do that, you need a SSM in between. SSM is the only option to have complete control of all 4 NVRs from one PC. Okay, if you have 4 PC, each PC can connect to one NVR. That is different. But if you want one PC, one monitor to see all the cameras across all 4 NVRs, you need SSM VMS. If you want to integrate with third party access control, you need SSM VMS. If you want video wall, you need SSM VMS. If you want mapping, country map and this floor map, you need SSM. There are many reasons why you need SSM. One is centralized monitoring of multiple NVRs, unified mapping, which is mapping interface. You need access control integration. You need SSM. If you want video wall function, you need SSM. And the benefit is no licenses because you have purchased NVR. Okay, now these are Linux, right? So in this case, you have to buy one PC and install SSM management application. And for the operator, you buy one PC with SSM client. That's it. And this is how you set up your VMS when you have NVR. However, when you purchase XRP, these are already Windows based, so you don't have to buy additional management, not required. It is built in. Okay, and recording is also built in. Okay, it's already Windows based. Directly jump to operator PC. Okay, whereas in the Linux based, you have to buy one PC to have the management application running. Whereas if you buy Windows based XRP PRO servers, first of all, they are pre-installed SSM Windows based servers and pre-licensed. So no need to buy any additional management PC, nothing required. Directly buy operator PC with SSM client, no licenses. Okay. If you use third party, you will buy directly third party PC. You will try to copy the spec, install SSM on it. It is already Windows based. No need to buy any additional management PC. Buy for 500 camera 4 HP servers with camera license and 2 client PCs or whatever the customer requires. 5 client PCs and install the free client license. Okay. Now beyond this, in order, if you're not clear, you have to do one project example, only then it can be clear. Also there are recordings of other sessions. Maybe you can refer to that. Every session there is a slight variation in the way I explain, so maybe something else can suit better for you. All right. Now, going back to the SSM, if you want to expand your system with integration, okay, let's say I want to bring events from third party system for the operator. I want my client, let's say Imar, they will not, let's say Nakil property shopping mall, they will not hire two operator, one for CCTV, one for access control. They will hire only one security operator. He has to see both the system, and he cannot switch between two laptop, one CCTV laptop, another access control laptop or PC. So it is preferred that they have one PC which will bring all the events together. So we can bring third-party events from third-party access control such as Honeywell access control, Johnson control access control, Siemens access control, NADAP, Lenel, Gallagher access control. We can inject those events into SSM. Okay, once you do the injection, you can get a unified interface. You can do mapping. You can see here if do access control card number, employee name, department number, the camera which is related to that card reader will pop up. Access granted, who got granted, this particular person got granted. If he's still in the video, you can see the live video here. Okay, then if maybe card is not accessible, not opening, you can right click from the CCTV system, unlock the door. You can have one floor map with both CCTV camera and also door icon in the same map. So all this functionality you can get. Okay, after integration. Now integration, is it free? No, you have to pay one time license for integration with any number of third party systems. You can have intercom, you can have access control, you can have multiple third party system, but only one time one license required for that project. Okay, and that license is called transaction license. Okay, SSM TS10L, and it can integrate with these third party systems. All these are which are listed, you can integrate with these third party systems. Okay, and you can install this license in any one of the PCs already available in the site. Next function is video wall. The customer says I have 16 monitors. Okay, I cannot put four operators to manage the 16 monitors. Okay, there is already one supervisor. He is having a PC. He should remotely control these 16 monitors. So for example, all these 16 monitors will show all the cameras in the project, right? He has to remotely change. If he wants to change, you want to add or remove some camera, he can do that remotely. He doesn't have to go to each PC individually. So if you want this remote control of third party additional PCs, video wall monitors, then we have this application called video wall application. You can run the application on these four PCs, and each application you have to license one time. So if you have four PC, you have to apply four licenses. But the supervisor, he doesn't require any license for managing. No license, only uh, the PC which is connected to the video wall monitors, that PC should be licensed. Okay, for example, if I have here 48 monitors, how many PCs are used? Each PC maximum 4 monitors, so there are 12 monitors, 12 PCs available, and the supervisor says I want to control these 12 PCs. So these 12 PCs will have video wall application, and I have to license it on these 12 PCs. Okay, so that model number is called VD10L, video decoder license. Okay, and one more function you can get, you can merge camera. So you can put one camera across multiple monitors. Here you can see one camera across 16 monitors, one camera across four monitors. You can do this merging also with video wall function. Okay, you can remotely control any camera to any monitor from one PC. Although there are four, one PC can control all the monitors. Plus you can do merging. If your customer does not require it, do not propose. Simply you add to the cost. If he doesn't need all this video wall function, just to put a SSM client free application and show four monitors, no problem. But if he says no, I want to remotely control the PC, I want to merge the camera, then you suggest video wall license. Okay, that's it. So now let's do an example and close. Here I have taken two examples. Focus on the first example. I have 900 cameras and I'm using XRN, PRN, NVR, Linux NVR, 14 numbers. Because it is Linux, okay, that's fine. It's recording on that. I have a control room with two operators, two monitors each. Done. Now, because it's Linux, I need to centralize it. I want to buy one VMS. I want to install a VMS. So buy one centralization or SSM management PC. Okay, buy one PC, Windows PC, i7 16 GB RAM. It can add up to 3000 cameras. How? Because it is recording on the NVR. Okay, just to remember, make you remember this slide. Cameras with the NVR, 3000 cameras you can add on SSM. But if there's no NVR in between, maximum is depending on the server 128, some of them 360. That's the limit. Okay, now go back to your example. Focus here. If there are 900 cameras, 14 NVR, 16 4 channel, buy one SSM PC. Okay, each PC can handle 3000 cameras. Okay, this is the spec. Okay, this is all Linux based. So you buy one Windows PC, um, and add all the NVRs here. Done. Now, what if the PC fails? The system is all connected to one server, right? So it is better. I will add one more PC, same spec, and use failover. So if in case server one or PC one failed, the second PC will take over all the NVRs. Okay, that's it. Because anyway, almost 900 cameras, it's good to give. It is anyway optional, your choice. Next, for each operator, control room has two operator, two monitor. So each operator, two supervisors, right? Total. Buy a PC for them, and they have two monitors. So i7 16 GB RAM, 2 GB graphics card. Okay. On the operator PC, you install SSM client. On the management PC, you will install SSM manager or the main server PC. That's it. Overall, do you need any license here? Nothing. No license because you're using NVR, Hanva NVR, no licenses for recording for the client, for the management PC, nothing, no license. If you're integrating with third party access control, maybe Lenel access control or Gallagher access control, you have to buy one transaction license. If there is a video wall, there are four monitors on the video wall. There are 16 monitors on the video wall, and you buy four PC with a 4 GB graphics card to connect 16 monitors. The customer says, I want video wall application. I want to remotely control these 16 monitors. Okay, buy four video wall license here. That's it. Because there are four PCs with 4 GB graphics card powering the 16 monitors. So these four PCs should have video wall license. Okay, next option, Hanva Windows servers, SSM pre-installed servers, XRP. Okay, XRP is 128 channels. So if I have 900 cameras, I will buy 8 XRP. Better to have one failover. If any one of the 8 fails, it will get transferred to the standby. Okay, n plus 1 failover. Okay, so total 9 is purchased. Control room, 2 monitors, 2 PC, 2 PC, 2 monitors, 2 operators. Okay. Now, management PC not required. It's already built in. It's already Windows. It's already XRP. No need. Okay. Then operators buy a PC, i7 16 GB RAM, 2 GB graphics card. Okay. That's it. Two monitors, right? So 2 GB. He wants to integrate with Cardax access control. Okay. Buy one transaction license. He has 16 monitors on the video wall. Okay. Buy 4 PC, 4 GB graphics card. Connect 16 monitors. If you want video wall license, buy for the 4 PC video license. Your SSM system is set up in this case. Very simple to do the estimation. Okay, so um, if you have any further questions, just feel free to get in touch with me. I can assist you further, and I will be sharing the slides to you. Also, I will be sending the exam link today. So please go ahead and register. You can complete the exam before 20 28th, I believe 28th. So yeah. All right, and the recording link also I'll be sharing with you. Thank you so much. If you have any further questions, like I said, you can also post in the chat window, Q&A window, or you can drop me an email. We'll be in touch. Session is completed. Thank you very much. Feel free to disconnect as per your convenience. I'll be online for a few minutes to check if there are any further questions. Thank you. Welcome. Okay, if there are no further questions, we'll disconnect. Thank you.